What is happening, people? Welcome to Saeed TV match reaction. Manchester United have just lost 4-0. Yes, 4-0 to Liverpool. Training session was booked in again, not once, but twice now against Liverpool. That's another training session that's been booked in against Liverpool. Shocking. 9-0 on aggregate. 9 flipping nil on aggregate, people. Shocking, shocking, shocking. Words cannot describe it. But you know what? Words can describe it. Because these players are inept. These players are absolute shambles. These players are a disgrace. These players are not fit for the shirt. It's as simple as that, people. They are not fit for the shirt. They're not deserved to wear that badge. It's as simple as that, people. They're not good enough. They're overpaid. They're overrated. And you know what? It's a shambles what Man United have created at this football club. Players that have been given the wages that they've been got for what? On what merit, people? On what merit do they deserve? Do they deserve this? On what merit? What have they achieved to deserve the wages they've got? What's Bruno and Fernandes achieved for 250 grand a week? What has he done? I'm sorry, man. What are we doing? What are we rewarding? Are we rewarding failure at this football club? That is what we're doing, people. We are rewarding failure. What are they doing for this game? They didn't even try. They didn't even stick their flipping leg out. Nothing. You know what, man? We are miles and miles behind from where we need to be. Liverpool has set the standard, but we were 10 years ahead of these lot. 10 years ahead of these lot. But where are we now? They're playing a training session. You put any team in the League 2 or League 1 or Championship, I'll tell you what, mate, they show more fight, they show a bit more effort, they show a bit more quality. Forget anything else. A bit of quality. There's some players in that team, yeah, for me, the Championship standard. Rashford, I'm sorry, it's Championship standard. Whether you like it or not, mate, he can't stay on the side, he can't shoot, he can't dribble. What can he do? What can Bruno Fernandes do for 250 grand a week other than complain to the referee? Time and time again, yeah, he's complaining to referee. What about you, mate? What about yourself? Look yourself in the mirror and say, you know what? Am I performing to the best standard possible? What are you complaining to referee for? The referee can't tell you to make a good pass. The referee can't tell you, you know what, you shouldn't rush the ball and try and play hero ball all the time. The referee don't tell you to do all that. But yet you're still doing it time and time and time again. Because you're allowed to do it on the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You're allowed to do it for so many times on this football club, but it's not good enough. And I feel sorry for Ralph Rangnick. What has he got to work with in this squad when players are just not intelligent enough to think for themselves, to press, to run, to do this, to find the right pass, to do certain things, to defend? Harry Maguire, useless you are. Absolutely useless. You are terrible, mate. Terrible. I can't believe I used to rate you. How stupid must I look, mate? I used to rate Harry Maguire. I'm sorry, mate. I am a fool. Seriously, I'm a fool. And you know what? It's absolutely ridiculous how bad Harry Maguire is. For every single goal, you probably could pick a mistake with Harry Maguire. The first goal coming out of space, what are you doing? You're an experienced centre-back coming out of space. And then the last goal, try and launch it to Hannibal and then leave Hannibal in a mess. And youngsters just come on the pitch. And you know what? You blame him. Every time I see Maguire finger pointing, I see Bruno Fernandes finger pointing. Look yourselves in the mirror. Look yourselves in the mirror because you're not good enough to play for this football club. You're not. And Ten Hag, I pray, is allowed to get rid of these lot. Because if he isn't, forget this whole Ten Hag project. It's simply, it's going to be a failure. If he's not allowed to get rid of half of these lot, mate, it's going to be an absolute failure. I'm seriously right now, it is going to be a failure. Because we can't have a manager who's tied behind his back here that is, you know what? Yeah, the Glazers, I'll do that. I don't want another Ollie. I don't want another yes man that's just going to stay there, collect his wages, happy to be there at the football club, happy to be at Man United Football Club because he's a manager there. And you know what? It's his biggest wages ever going to collect in his life. No, I want someone who's going to come in and stand up to these Glazers. And you know what? If he goes and does that and he leaves after a year and exposes the football club, I'm with that. Because these Glazers need to be exposed. They keep doing this all the time. They keep dangling this toy. Ronaldo, all these players come in. What have they done? What have we done with all these players? Nothing. Spent $1 billion on this football club, and we go and see in a training session like that right now. It's not good enough. Training session, man. I swear down, man. There's so many problems at this football club, and it's alarming. It really, really is alarming. And that was just a small scale of it today. That was a small scale of the problems we've got at this football club, because it simply is not good enough. It really, really isn't. And you know what? The fans are having to pay for it now. For what? The fans are going out there. They're here against Liverpool and they're here against London on Saturday. It's not good enough. And you know what? I don't want top four. I couldn't care less about top four. What's top four going to do for us when you're playing a training session at Old Trafford? What is the point of having a Champions League football? What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to compete with these lot. These are the biggest boys. They're in the semi-finals. What's the point of competing when you get beat by Atletico Madrid? And you get outfought. And you get out-battled, outwitted. The quality simply isn't good enough. The football club from top to bottom, training, recruitment, every single thing, it's not good enough. It's not up to the standards. It really, really isn't up to the standards that we need to get to, that we aspire to. Maybe David Moyes was right. He said it 10 years ago. We need to aspire to Man City. We all laughed at him. But you know what? He probably was right. We're not that club anymore. Don't put it in you that we're that club anymore. We might be great by name, but we're not great by what we are. It's as simple as that. We're not an elite football club. We are just the name, the brand. The brand is Man United, and it sells. But what doesn't sell is winning trophies. You cannot bluff it anymore. United can't bluff it anymore. We simply cannot bluff it anymore. United, they're on fraud watch. Because we were that great club, but we're not anymore. But we keep getting Ronaldo. We keep having all these commercial deals, trying to act like we're a big club. Oh, you know what? Let's bring a stadium in. Let's bring a renovation in. You know what? We'll do this. You know what? We'll get Ten Hag because it's a fancy name. But in reality, if they had a chance, they would have got Pochettino. But even Pochettino's looking at that mess and thinking, you know what? You know what? I'd rather not. I'd rather not. It's not good enough. It's simply, it's not good enough for the stature of this football club and for where we need to be. Manchester United, it's not good enough. And I don't want top four. I'll be honest with you, I say it right now, because we don't deserve top four. We don't deserve it. It's as simple as that, mate. Guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you soon, guys.